If you're over the age of 60, please listen closely. There's a type of food many seniors eat daily, something that's long been considered healthy and harmless, that could be silently increasing your risk of stroke while you sleep. It doesn't come in a fast food wrapper or a greasy takeout box. It's not processed or fried. In fact, it's something you've probably eaten your whole life. Fruit. Yes, certain fruits, although natural and full of vitamins, can pose hidden dangers for older adults when eaten in the wrong quantity, at the wrong time, or in the wrong condition. You won't feel it immediately. There's often no pain or warning. You'll go to bed feeling perfectly fine, only to wake up dizzy, confused, or in severe cases, unable to speak or move half your body. As someone who has seen this firsthand in senior care and neurology clinics, I can tell you this: strokes don't always come from cigarettes, fatty food, or high stress. Sometimes they are triggered by well-meaning choices, including fruit, that don't suit the aging body. Here's why that matters. After the age of 60, the way your body processes sugar, potassium, and acids changes dramatically. Your kidneys may not flush excess minerals as efficiently. Your blood vessels become more delicate. Circulation slows. Medications, even ones for blood pressure or cholesterol, can interfere with nutrient processing. Combine that with dehydration during the night, and even something as innocent as a ripe banana or bowl of grapes could be contributing to a dangerous imbalance. That's why, in this video, we're going to walk you through 6 everyday fruits that might be doing more harm than good after 60. Each one has benefits, but also risks you need to understand. Let's begin with one of the most familiar and trusted fruits out there, the humble banana. Bananas, especially overripe ones. Bananas are known for being easy on the stomach, full of potassium, and a convenient source of energy. But for older adults, especially those with heart issues or on medication, eating bananas, particularly soft speckled, overripe ones, may pose a risk. As bananas ripen, their starches break down into simple sugars. That means a fully ripe banana has a much higher glycemic index than a firmer green-tinted one. So while it may taste sweeter, it also sends your blood sugar soaring faster. That's a problem. After 60, most people experience some degree of insulin resistance, meaning the body doesn't handle blood sugar as well as it used to. Add in declining kidney function, and the high potassium load from a banana, especially first thing in the morning, can be overwhelming. Elevated potassium, also called hyperkalemia, can cause irregular heartbeats, fatigue, muscle weakness, or even contribute to stroke risk. Consider the real-life example of Margaret, a 76-year-old retired librarian. Every morning she started her day with a banana smoothie, sometimes using 2 overripe bananas. One morning, she woke up dizzy, slurring her words. At the ER, doctors found her blood pressure had spiked overnight, and her potassium levels were dangerously high. While the banana wasn't the only culprit, it contributed to a perfect storm, especially since she hadn't hydrated properly before bed. The lesson here isn't to fear bananas, but to be mindful. Opt for firmer, less ripe ones. Eat them after you've had water, and maybe a little protein or fiber to slow digestion. And avoid eating them at night, when your body's metabolic rate slows and hydration levels drop. Grapes, sugar. In disguise, grapes may seem innocent. They're small, juicy, refreshing, and easy to eat by the handful. But therein lies the danger. They're deceptively high in natural sugars like glucose and fructose, and they digest rapidly, especially when consumed on an empty stomach. Older adults already face challenges with regulating blood sugar, and those small sugar bombs, even in healthy fruit, can lead to rapid spikes followed by crashes. These sugar spikes can quietly damage blood vessel walls over time, triggering inflammation and increasing the likelihood of tiny clots forming. Those microclots may seem harmless at first, but they accumulate risk. Evelyn, a 79-year-old retired music teacher, loved her morning bowl of grapes. Some days she ate 2 full cups without thinking. One morning, she found her hand trembling. Minutes later, she couldn't spell her grandson's name. She was having a mini stroke. Her blood sugar was elevated, her inflammation markers were high, and her doctor traced part of the issue back to her sugary fruit routine. To enjoy grapes safely, treat them like a dessert, not a meal. Eat just a small handful and always pair them with protein or fat, like almonds or yogurt, to slow sugar absorption. And most importantly, avoid them before bed. Your brain needs stable blood flow overnight, not a sugar rush. Let's move on to one of the most surprising fruits on this list, pineapple. Pineapple might seem like a smart, refreshing dessert, especially after dinner. It's sweet, tropical, and often used as a healthier alternative to cake or cookies. But for adults over 60, this juicy fruit can quietly contribute to a perfect storm of health complications, especially when eaten before bedtime. Here's what you need to know. Pineapple contains a powerful enzyme called bromelain. In small doses, bromelain can help with digestion, but in larger quantities, or when paired with certain medications, especially blood thinners, it can thin your blood even more than intended, increasing the risk of internal bleeding or hemorrhagic stroke, which is much more difficult to recover from than a standard ischemic stroke. On top of that, pineapple has a high glycemic index, meaning it spikes your blood sugar quickly. Combine that with the fact that most people eat pineapple after dinner, when your metabolism is slower, and that sugar tends to linger in your bloodstream, stressing your arteries while you sleep. That's not all. Pineapple is also one of the most acidic fruits available. And for seniors, that acidity can trigger silent acid reflux, especially when lying down. You might not feel any burning, but that reflux can allow small amounts of stomach acid to enter your airway, lowering oxygen to your brain throughout the night. Research now links this kind of oxygen deprivation to an increased risk of early morning strokes. Let me tell you about Clara Hughes, a 77-year-old woman from North Carolina. Clara thought she was doing everything right. Instead of cookies, she'd have a few slices of pineapple after dinner. But one morning, she woke up dizzy and slurring her speech. A scan showed she had suffered a small posterior stroke, affecting her balance and short-term memory. Her blood sugar was elevated, her platelet count was off, and doctors found signs of overnight reflux-related oxygen drops. The cause wasn't just one thing, it was a combination: sugar, acidity, bromelain, and poor timing, all from one seemingly harmless fruit. So here's what you can do. Enjoy pineapple earlier in the day, not at night. Always eat it in moderation, never large bowls at once. And if you're on any medications for blood pressure, clotting, or heart rhythm, talk to your doctor first. Now, if pineapple surprised you, wait until we talk about watermelon. Mr. Howard Lynn's story is not unique. Watermelon, while refreshing, can create unexpected issues for seniors when consumed at the wrong time. What he didn't realize was that this seemingly healthy choice was silently working against him. Many seniors already struggle with hydration due to natural changes in thirst perception, kidney function, or medications like diuretics. Adding a diuretic fruit like watermelon in the evening only worsens the problem. You may wake up groggy or lightheaded, not realizing your blood has thickened overnight. That thicker blood puts more strain on your heart and brain, especially dangerous if your arteries are already narrowed by age or high cholesterol. So if you love watermelon, that's okay. Just enjoy it earlier in the day, and always pair it with water to balance the fluid loss. And if you're taking water pills, talk to your doctor first about how fruits like watermelon fit into your hydration plan. Don't fall for the myth that it's just water and fruit, because the impact on your body tells a different story. Next, let's discuss oranges. They may seem like a safe, vitamin-rich snack, but for people over 60, Too much citrus, especially before bed, can spell trouble. Oranges are acidic and high in natural sugars. Both of these qualities can disrupt your body's internal balance in subtle ways. If eaten in the evening, especially on an empty stomach or alongside certain medications, oranges can increase nighttime acid reflux, disturb your sleep, and even interfere with how your body absorbs nutrients or processes medication. There's also the issue of sugar load. While one orange won't spike your blood sugar dramatically, multiple servings, especially in juice form, can. Orange juice lacks the fiber of the whole fruit, so the sugar hits your bloodstream much faster. If you're insulin resistant or pre-diabetic, as many seniors are and don't even know it, this can put unnecessary stress on your system overnight, just when your body should be healing. And here's something else you might not know. Citrus fruits, like oranges and grapefruits, can interfere with certain medications. From statins to blood pressure pills, the citrus can block the liver enzymes that break these drugs down, leading to unexpected increases in their concentration. That can raise the risk of side effects and dangerous interactions, including blood pressure drops, dizziness, and even stroke. So, enjoy your orange, but not too late in the day, and not in juice form. Stick to the whole fruit, and always discuss citrus intake with your doctor if you're on any regular medication. Finally, let's talk about mangoes. They're sweet, tropical, and packed with vitamins, but they come with a sugar load that's often underestimated. One medium-sized mango contains around 45 grams of sugar. That's more than many desserts. For someone over 60, this much sugar in one sitting can spike blood sugar, burden the pancreas, and throw off insulin balance, all of which increase your risk of silent inflammation, which damages arteries and raises stroke risk over time. Mangoes also have a moderate to high glycemic index, meaning they can raise your blood sugar faster than you may think. If eaten at night, they can also interfere with your sleep by creating blood sugar swings that wake you up or increase nighttime urination. And here's another little-known fact. Mangoes can trigger allergic reactions in sensitive individuals, especially in the mouth and throat. This reaction is more common in older adults whose immune systems are weaker or who've developed sensitivities later in life. To reduce risk, limit mangoes to small portions earlier in the day. Pair them with protein or fiber-rich foods like nuts or yogurt to slow sugar absorption. Avoid dried mango entirely. It concentrates the sugars and removes the fiber, making it even more dangerous for blood sugar regulation. So what's the big takeaway from all of this? It's not that fruit is bad. In fact, fruit is a vital part of a healthy diet. But after 60, how your body responds to sugar, acid, potassium, and hydration changes dramatically. What worked fine for decades might now need a small adjustment. Timing, portion size, and combinations matter more than ever. Here's your action plan. Enjoy fruits like bananas, and grapes only in moderation, and never on an empty stomach. Avoid pineapple and watermelon close to bedtime. Stick to small portions of citrus, and be cautious if you're taking medications. Pair high-sugar fruits with protein or fiber to slow down absorption. Stay hydrated, not just with fruit, but with water. Talk to your doctor about any changes in your diet, especially if you're on medication or managing a chronic condition. And most importantly, listen to your body. If something makes you feel off, dizzy, bloated, tired, or foggy, it's a signal worth paying attention to. If you found this information helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to Healthy Front for more simple, science-backed health tips made especially for people over 60. And leave a comment below. Which fruit surprised you the most today? Take care of your brain, your heart, and your health because you deserve to thrive at every age.